I know who you are, what you look like, where you work, where you live, and what you drive.
Federal judges on camera describing threats made against them for doing their job.
I hope you lose your life by lunchtime, you worthless.
We were doxxed, received the pizzas, and at a previous time in a separate incident, one of my law clerks was actually shot.
4 sitting federal judges from across the country, including one from the federal courthouse here in Washington, appointed by Republican and Democratic presidents, are speaking out against the threats and intimidation they have faced over the past several years as inflammatory rhetoric against the judiciary continues from the highest levels of the Trump administration.
They're very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution.
We fought through a nonstop flood of bad faith temporary restraining orders from liberal activist judges across this country.
The judges aren't specifically calling out Trump or Bondi or anyone else, but they're pointing fingers at the pervasive nature of social media.
People on social media felt free to post things like, hang the bitch, we need to start lynching judges.
It had never really occurred to me that these kinds of things happened with respect to judges and litigants or people who disagreed with the decisions that judges make.
There's been an increase in threats against federal judges in recent years. The U.S. Marshal Service says there's been 314 investigations into threats made against 202 judges just since October, leading Chief Justice John Roberts to tell people to knock it off.
Judges around the country work very hard to get it right, and if they don't, their opinions are subject to criticism. But personally directed hostility is dangerous, and it's got to stop.
The Marshal Service is charged with protecting federal judges, and last month, Congress approved an $892 million request for judicial security, up 19% from last year's budget. But the judges, they're still concerned.
You know, if one of your friends or family members is talking about judges being political, and that's a problem, you know, politely just say, actually, that's not how the system is set up, and judges, for the most part, really care about the Constitution and care about getting it right.